Oh, whoops. Alrighty, guys, it's time to duel. It's time to duel. At least I think it is. Hold on. Let me make sure if I got audio. Okay, I do. All right. We're good. We're back to the challenge. It's day 10. I'm 41 and 20, and oh, I didn't even know I had an alarm on. Sorry. All right, we are 41 and 20 for the challenge. We've switched to this list. The list has been doing well. Overall, I mean, I think what my plan is here is I'm just going to play 100 matches. I think that's a good number. Probably take about, I don't know, like 4 or 5 more streams, maybe 6. I don't know. Yeah, probably about like 6 more streams to get to that number. So we're gonna give it a shot. And yeah. So I'm still playing with delay, by the way. Seems like people like the delay better than like the covering my hand thing. So my stream is it should be delayed about 6 minutes, something like that. Maybe a little more, maybe like 6 minutes and 10 seconds or something, because YouTube. So yeah, if you're here, if you're seeing this, just like drop a hello in the chat or something. Just drop like a hello, just to let me know that you're here, and I don't know, the stream's working okay, I guess. So yeah, about the list. Yeah, I've been liking the list. Not much more to say that hasn't already been said. Jury's still out on the card destruction, if I'm being totally honest. I don't know if I like the card destruction. I mean, we could cut it for like a Reckless Greed. We could cut it for even like a one of Metamorphosis. I don't think would be horrible. But, we'll see. Jury's still out. Liking the monster lineup. Oh, the jar grade's been nice. The tuned cannons have been really nice. Give me one sec here. Sorry, it was a little cold in my room. Just wanted to turn the AC off. And yeah, I didn't stream the last few days. I had like kind of a bad cold. And then it was Christmas, and I'm like, yeah, am I really gonna stream on Christmas? Probably not, right? So yeah, let's just get right into it. Let's just play a game here. Let's just play a game. I think my rating is, I don't know, my rating is 660, 670, something like that. Which is kind of, somewhere in the middle. All right. Let's give this a shot. Let's give this a shot. I still think like the hardest matchup for this deck overall is like Warriors. It's funny. This is one of these rare situations where card destruction actually seems really good. Okay, he quit. We do count these, by the way. We do count these. There was a match where like I had technical issues and quit myself. But yeah, he just saw that we were discarding DMOC and just decided to give us the match. I mean, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being totally honest. So yeah. The only ones that I decided didn't count, because I had a debate with this in chat before, was I said that if my opponent quit at the RPS screen, I would not count that as a win. Because that did happen once. It actually, it happened once, and chat was like, no, you should count that. I'm like, no, I'm not counting it. Like, didn't even play a single card. But if my opponent sees that, oh, my turn 1 hand is really good and he quits, yes, we do count that. So we're definitely gonna upstart. And yeah, with this hand, I think we just like set Jargreed, say go. Alright, let's see what else he has. I'd say there's a pretty decent chance we win. Like, if he solemns this heavy. Oh, okay. So this actually might be Steingate. So the interesting thing about this spot is that if he just has Cyberstein, like if he just has the card Cyberstein, he can't use the effect. But if he has Monster Gate into Cyberstein, obviously he can use the effect then. Oh, this is very rough, because, like, the Demock is in our hand. If the Demock was in our deck, I'd feel pretty good about just going Crane Monster Gate, hope to get Demock. Alright, I'm just gonna say go. And just hope he doesn't have Gate into Stein. Yeah, the Graceful's really good. I mean, he's drawing, like, a lot of cards here. And yeah, this could definitely be, like, a tough matchup, I would say. Yeah, see, that's what I was worried about. I mean, we could very easily still be dead. Luckily, he cannot use Megamorph. Like, even if he upstarts us, he doesn't, you know, get Megamorph. So we're not calling 8. We're not calling 6. We're not calling 2. Yeah, we're not calling 8, 6, or 2. We're not calling 5. I guess we call level 7, right? Because he could run a second Fusler. I know that's, like, a very kind of, like, it's a weird level to call here. But, like, nothing else really makes sense. Because unless he has something like Token Thanksgiving, a Stein won't do anything. Like, unless he has exactly like Token Thanksgiving, this Stein just doesn't do anything. And I actually think this is bad, because he's kind of, like, using his resources. I mean, our hand is also not good. Like, I still think there's a pretty decent chance that we just lose this game. Although having this Scapegoat definitely helps. And now it's kind of a question of, okay, what do we want to do now? Do we want to try to, like, clear away this board? I mean, we can go, like, Crane Gate. It's got like a 1 out of 3 chance of getting us like a Toon Cannon though, which is kind of a problem. I might just go like summon Crane, attack over Stein, set goats, and just save the gate. That doesn't seem like a horrible play. Yeah, like that doesn't seem like a horrible play. We could be dead to like limiter, but if he had limiter last turn, we would have already been dead. I mean, he could have one limiter, but then top deck into a second one. Yeah, I don't think we can go Crane Gate. Like, I don't think that play is very good. Let me see. He's used, let's see. He has 2 Trunades in Grave. So he's got 1 more Trunade, 1 more Heavy. One's probably in his hands. Yeah, I think we just attack over the Stein. Set goats and say go. The main way we get punished for this play is if he goes like, you know, like Trunade or Heavy, we chain goats, and then he vortexes our board, and then now we can't use gate. That's like the main way that we would get punished here. Which is quite possible. Yeah, I'll just chain goats. He's gonna have a vortex a pretty decent amount of the time, but like, you know, I think it's one of those things where the times that he doesn't have vortex, we really want to have these goats because he's gonna attack over the Crane and we want fuel for the gate. And yeah, that was the last turn for Reckless. We take 8. He does not have Vortex, which is very good. Okay, I mean, I'm feeling a lot better about this now. I'm gonna activate Reasoning here. I suspect that he will call 8, unless he's stream sniping and already saw that we, like, opened with DMOC. Because unfortunately a 6-minute delay is not, like, an infinite delay. Again, most likely he would call 8, because, like, a Crane's already gone. Okay, he actually called 6. He's got a 1 out of 3 chance of getting it correctly. Well, geez, that's so lucky. I wouldn't even hate just getting, like, a Toon Cannon here. Well, I was kind of also hoping that, like, I would build, like, a Lightning Vortex. And now I have to think whether I even want to activate this Upstart. So I could go... Yeah, I think we go... Special summon this in attack. Our gate is guaranteed to get us, like, a Toon Cannon. And if we get a Vortex, I'm pretty sure he's just guaranteed to be dead. Okay, yeah, so we'll just, and then we'll get back Monster Gate. The monster gate is guaranteed to get us a Toon Cannon. And I guess theoretically we have a 50-50 chance to mill Vortex. But if we don't mill Vortex, we can also, upstart and try to draw it. The reason that I didn't upstart here first is I don't want to upstart and draw the Toon Cannon, right? And then now we'll just Dimension Fusion everything back. And yeah, I guess we can either get Dimension Fusion again and burn for an extra 5. So let's see. He's gonna take 4K plus 28, 68. Yeah, that's enough. Okay. Yeah, I actually thought we were gonna lose that game. I mean, in general, mirrors are very tough. Mirrors are very tough. See, I think that's what we cite in. Although, to be honest, like, against a Stein deck, I feel like Ring can be good, too. I'm definitely considering Ring. Also considering Brain Control. Because Ring and Brain are good outs to, like, Last Warrior. Call might be too slow in this matchup. Let's see, 6, but we want to side in 9. Even, like, Monster Reincarnation might be a little slow. I don't know if Token Thanksgiving is good enough either. I don't know. I don't really like Jar, because, like, he plays Jinzo. We probably don't side in all of these. There's probably, like, a couple we gotta... Probably one that we gotta leave out. I don't think we really need MST. I mean, I guess we'll try this. We'll try this. Spell Canceller, like in the machine build, Spell Canceller can be a little hit or miss. Because, like, they can't just go Stein attack over it, right? Like, ideally, I think what you're trying to do here is, like, let them Stein, you out their board, and then after that, you try to, like, drop a Spell Canceller. Okay, hitting Reasoning is good. Okay, yeah, we discarded 2 real cards. It's not like he discarded Demock to this duo or something. You know what? I think we're just gonna start... We're gonna start putting the hurt on him. I'm just gonna go Crane attack. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave them. Because again, I just don't want to get Steined here. I just don't want him to just go summon Stein. He could have meta, though. Like, some builds of these decks only play, like, one meta. I personally think in the machine build, you want to be playing, like, 2 or 3 meta. That's just my personal opinion. But it is nice. I mean, we did discard a Reasoning, but... if you were to Reasoning here, it's nice to know that, like, we just don't have to worry about level 2, right? Oh, he actually plays Ring as well. Alright, we could be dead. Paying 1,000's nice, though, because it means, like, you know, he can't Megamorph. Like, even if he upstarts us, he can't Megamorph. But he could have, like, Limiter. Alright, I mean, at this point, I have to do it. I just don't want to get my second Spell Canceller. That's the only thing I don't want to get. I do not want my second Spell Canceller. He actually called 5, which is weird because, like, Spell Canceller doesn't really do anything here. Please, like, let's like, mill a Dark. Can we mill a Dark? Or even just get Toon Cannon, right? Just go, like, Toon Cannon, launch itself. Okay, good. We milled a Dark. Yeah. We'll special summon this Crane and attack. Oh, we top deck Pot Agreed. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about that, that's for sure. We cannot drop double Chaos Monster. We can attack... based on our hand, we can attack 3 times. Oh, we can do... wait, no, that doesn't work either. Oh, man. We can put, like, a light or a dark in our grave, but we can't do both. Yeah, we can do one or the other, but not both. I'm actually thinking which one I want to, like, drop here. Well, if we drop BLS, we just get to out his whole board, right? Because we're going to have 3 attackers. We can out his whole board. But then he can just go Stein. Attack over our guy. I wish I knew what I was going to draw off Crane, because that would just make my life so much easier. Because what I'm thinking about is I think I want to play Sork, because at some point my Crane will die, and then I want to have the feel to drop another Chaos Monster. So I think I'm going to have to drop Sork. Because I can't win this turn, that's the problem. Obviously, BLS is, like, more damage this turn. I don't know, maybe I should just be going for game, hoping I just top deck something, like, really nutty. Okay, so I have not normal summoned. So we can go... Chaos Sork. banish the token. Normal summon Toon Cannon. And then go pop this. Pop this. And then now we go banish, banish, drop BLS, Dimension Fusion again. And as long as we can put him out of Stein range, which I'm pretty sure we can, yeah, we can definitely put him out of Stein range. We already normal summon, so we can't drop Spell Canceller. But what we can do is we can activate this, banish this, and then we can go Crane attack, attack, attack directly, and then he takes... Yeah, then that's just game. Yeah, the stream delay is 6 minutes. All right. Well, this was a nice win. Again, guys, with, like, the stream delay, it's like, I literally do anything and people get upset. I turn on the hand blockers and people go, oh, this is unwatchable, I can't see your hand. And then I turn on stream delay and like, oh, 6 minutes stream. Really, it shouldn't be 6 minutes. Really, it should be like 10 minutes. Because even in matches like this, sometimes it takes a while to figure out what I'm doing. So it might take me like 3 minutes to play my turn, and then like my opponent could watch the stream and then see what I had like 3 turns ago, and then use that to figure out like what I have now, right? The upside though is that since this is a combo deck, often like knowing what I had 3 turns ago, there is no 3 turns ago because I'm like killing you on turn 2 or whatever. But anyways, let's get back to what we're here for. So yeah, we're 2-0 for today. I think this game was really well played on our part. I have definitely like made some misplays on stream. I'll be the first to admit it. I've had some games that I threw. I even had a mirror that I threw. And it was, I don't know, it was one of the first streams I did. It was like on day 2 or something. I absolutely threw a mirror. This one, though, worked out very well. The key for this turn was that I figured out that I needed to go Sork before BLS, because if I went BLS first, I can't play the Sork, but if I go Sork first, there's a decent chance I will be able to play the BLS. And then doing that, really I was just hoping to deal my opponent a bunch of damage. But obviously it ended up being game. Even if we had put him at like 1,000 here, let's say, right? Like, say our opponent had like 1,000 more life. Like, say he had upstarted and he was at like 34. So we're like, okay, we can't kill him. We'd still be in such a great spot, right? Because he can't Stein, which is huge. So he would have to have like a big machine plus limiter. And, like, even here, if he was, like, at 34, we just wouldn't launch anything. Then he wouldn't be able to Megamorph either, because he has higher life. So, yeah, we were in, like, a great spot, even if we didn't have game here. And it's funny that we just had 2 spell cancelers and never played either one. Yeah, we had a couple of quick ones. It's 9:30. Yeah, it's funny. Last time I streamed Edison, I did get some toxic players. That was like the one time, though. That was the one time. 90% of the time, you're right. But it's like, you definitely would get some stream snipers. Because the thing is, it's like, it only takes one. You know? It only takes one. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. He might, like, cross out my Sacred Crane, which if we top deck Dimension Fusion could be a good thing. Or maybe it's a bad thing, actually, because then I won't have a light for Sork. The duo is really good. A lot of people don't know this, by the way. I don't know what his build is, but if you're playing Dust Shoot, you always want a pot before duo. And the reason why is because if you draw Dust Shoot off the pot, then you want a Dust Shoot before you duo. Yeah, this is... Our opponent had an extremely good start. Having Thunder Dragon, Pot, Duo, Serpent meta is about as close to, like, a perfect opening as you can get. And yeah, I mean, Chaos Control is definitely one of the harder matchups for this deck. I'm really not drawing the stuff that I wanted. Although at this point, if we gate, we're guaranteed to get DMOC, right? Because we've drawn all our gate targets except DMOC. Which is actually... I mean, it's actually kind of funny. I'm making sure he has no response, because he could, like, Raigeki break my guy to stop me from monster gating. But yeah, here I think we're on the, like, DMOC and Prey plan. Just get a DMOC and just hope it magically gets us something good. Ideally without milling my entire deck, although I don't really have much control over that, unfortunately. Okay, that's pretty good. Like, we milled a lot of cards, but not, like, all of the cards. I might just... We have, like, a Potagreed. We got Graceful. We also have Monster Reincarnation. We have 2 Dimension Fusions in the grave, though. That's the problem. Yeah, this is kind of the problem here. We have Pre, but, like, Pre doesn't really do anything. I mean, we can get a Crane and draw a card, but it still doesn't really do anything. I mean, we could just try to get, like, Dimension Fusion. Yeah, maybe, like, get Dimension Fusion. Hope we top deck a Chaos Monster. DMOC will end up banished somehow. And that's kind of it, right? I think that's just our plan. Get Dimension Fusion, hope to top deck a Chaos Monster. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, maybe we should be holding this Vortex. I mean, every turn we have a 1 in 8 chance of top decking a Chaos Monster, and if we get it, I certainly think it's possible that we can win. Yeah, I'm not saying it's likely. Conundrum, it takes like 2 seconds for my opponent to figure out if they're playing me. Like, say my opponent didn't know my name. He could just see, like, oh, I'm watching Alan's stream. On stream, there's a DMOC in play. And, like, in my game, there's a DMOC in play. Like, I swear, this is, like... People don't understand, like, how easy it is to stream snipe. There is no way to prevent someone from stream sniping, right? All my opponent would have to do is check the stream and go, oh, on stream, there's a Vortex on top of the graveyard and a DMOC banished. The person I am playing also has a Vortex in his grave and a DMOC banished. It is not... Yeah, this is not rocket science, guys. Alright, so I'm thinking of using, Dimension Fusion here. The problem... Yeah, I will be dead to Ring at some point. But I think we just have to hope he doesn't have it. We can also just get back, like, Graceful. And just try to go, like, Graceful into Chaos Monster, into Dimension Fusion. Yeah, we're just, like, so far behind here that I kind of feel like we need to try something, you know? If that makes any sense. Like, we just need to try to get lucky. And by the way, I still think there's a pretty decent chance that we lose this game. We're gonna activate Upstart because there's basically no downside. And yeah, this is, like, kind of the problem here, is, like, every Reasoning or Monster Gate that we draw is just an actual brick, and our deck actually still has a lot of Reasonings and Monster Gates in it. It is very unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. I guess we do want Tribe to be banished. We want Tribe to be banished in case he has, like, pre or call. These decks normally don't play it, but we're not going to use another Dimension Fusion anyways. So... I don't know, I mean, our opponent does have, like, double Thunder Dragon in his hand. But he just has, like, basically almost anything allows him to just nuke our board. Like a Snatch, like a BLS. Even just like another meta. Oh, he actually just conceded? He just had straight up nothing? What was his hand? Like, a bunch of crossouts or something? Like a bunch of crossouts and MSTs and breakers? I seriously did not think we were winning that game. I did not think we were winning that game. And this is a matchup where, like, the Raigeki break and the ring come in. Because the idea is they deal with Thousand Eyes and they deal with Balter. That's the logic there. Token Thanksgiving, I guess, is also coming in. I don't even think I like Trune that much in this matchup. Like, it's fine, but I don't think we want 3 of them. Yeah, we'll try this. We'll try this, see if it works. I know someone said, like, can you make, like, a side decking guide? Like, maybe I'll make a side decking guide. Problem is, I'm not even 100% sure how to side myself, if I'm being... if I'm being honest with myself here. I don't want to, like, make a guide for people when it's, like, half the time I don't know what I'm doing either. Huh, he actually put back Crane. I don't know, I don't hate it. I think you could put back Crane or Sork. Like, obviously, shuffling back Crane kind of makes Reasoning easier to call. Right? Like, if I just activated Reasoning here, it's just an easy 4. I'm not going to use Reasoning yet, because I'm not really scared of this monster, right? Yeah, I'm still not really scared of this monster. Yeah, I mean, our opponent knows what this is anyways, so it's like we might as well just use it. Oh, and that's exactly what I wanted to draw. The Toon Cannon makes my life so much easier, because we thin our deck out of the 4. And, you know, now it's not like a slam dunk, you know, if we activate Reasoning. I'm still just going to keep passing here, because our opponent is putting 0 pressure. The risk, by the way... The risk here is that our opponent goes, like, Tribute for Thunder Dragon, meta into Balter. That's, like, the real risk here. Why does he even have that in his side? Why does a Chaos Control deck have Token Thanksgiving in his side? That is just so silly. That is really, really silly. Alright, well, we'll Trunade. He called 4. I think that he is taking a huge risk here. I think you need to be calling 8 here. Because the issue is, even if we put a Crane in our grave, like, okay, we put a Crane in our grave, but now our Sork is live, so it's like... You know, he didn't really accomplish much by doing this. I'm actually thinking if we banish this breaker or not. I think I will, because I don't have Dimension Fusion anyways. I mean, we could draw it. But we have Vortex, so I think we just go... Banish this. And then say go. I still don't really like our position. But if this game lasts for a while... Again, I swear to God, I know every single time people complain. People complain about no matter what I do. People wonder why I'm the only one that streams GOAT format. Why am I the only one who streams GOAT format? Well, it's because The chat literally complains about every single thing that I do. And again, before I wasn't streaming with any blocker or any delay at all, and people complained about that too. Because I was getting stream sniped, I was pointing out the spots. I'm like, hey, look, due to the fact that my opponent is making these plays in these situations, it obviously means he knows my hand and he's stream sniping. And then people complain. They go, well, if you think your opponent is stream sniping, then why are you streaming without any delay or without any hand blockers? You're an idiot. So it's like, again, it's like you just can't fucking win with these people. If I stream with no delay, no hand blockers at all, I get stream sniped. I point out in detail, I'm like, look, my hand has a mind control, and my opponent set Zombraya the Dark to bait my mind control. It's very obvious that he's stream sniping, and it wouldn't be like just that. It would be like he would do that like for 3 turns in a row, and then they go, well, if you don't want to get stream sniped, then just stream with the delay. Like, what an idiot. And it's like, again, it's like, you just can't win with these people. Because no matter what I do, the chat complains about it. What is he doing? Is he just gonna tribute for Thunder Dragon, meta the... Tribute 2 for what? His own Democ? Alright, this is a very weird build. Again, even if I stream with the blockers and then afterwards, like, just change it. Alright, we're just dead. Okay, maybe we're not dead. He could have just killed me. Okay, whatever. Then the problem is, you would have people in the chat going, well, I don't want to wait to watch the upload later to see what your hand is. I want to see what your hand is now. And what I was also doing was I was playing the match with my hand blocked, and then after the match was over, we would go back and watch it and see with the hands unblocked, and people didn't like that either. They're like, no, I don't want to wait 10 minutes for the match to be over. I want to see what your hand is this second right now. And it's absolutely ridiculous. Again, people are just so ridiculously entitled where any single thing that I do, they just complain about it. And keep in mind, I'm doing this for free. I'm not asking for any donations, right? I don't need you to do anything for me. You don't have to chat. You don't have to comment. You don't have to donate. I am doing this purely educational, for educational reasons. And yet whatever I do, people complain about it. And then people say, well, if you're so upset, like, why do you stream at all? Like, you should just not stream at all then. Like, okay, I guess we'll just have no one ever stream GOAT format, if that's really what you guys want. Again, people complain that, like, oh, why aren't people playing GOAT format? Why isn't our community growing? Well, maybe it's because you people complain about everything. It's like, you play any deck that's not GOAT control, people complain about that. You stream it anyway, people complain about that. No matter how the tournaments run, either, the time limit's too short or the time limit's too long, people complain about that. And then it's like, again, and then they wonder why no one wants to play GOAT format. And it's like, I have an interesting story for you. At one point, as people know, I went to grad school for math, right? And I thought I was going to become a math professor. You know the main reason that I did not become a math professor? This is a true story, by the way. This is a true story. The main reason that I didn't become a math professor is so many other math professors complained about being math professors. And I was like, well, if they fucking hate it so much, I don't want to do it. I mean, it ended up being a good decision because I made way more money than I would have being a math professor. But again, it's like, there are some people that didn't complain, but there are enough people that did complain that I was like, what's the point, right? I'm like, why would I want to become a math professor if everyone's always complaining about it? Yeah, and this is a card you're supposed to side out, by the way, because every single thing in my deck is chainable. Alright, well, my hand is just 10 bricks, so I lose. And it's like my opponent sided in like double Mobius against a Reasoning Gate deck, which is an actual brick. Like, Summoned Skull is better than Mobius in this matchup because it has 100 more attack, like, unironically. Yeah, I mean, my opponent's side was, like, absolutely awful, but it is what it is. Shouldn't have picked scissors. Misplay. Alright, my opponent, by the way, with his Prohibition, he called Heavy Storm. In spite of having, like, a bunch of True Nades, my hand is not very good. What I really need here is, like, a Reasoning or a Monster Gate. I need, like, something to get the engine going, you know? Okay. Alright, he's not attacking. I mean, Burn is definitely one of our best matchups, but my hand is just absolute ass. I mean, we're gonna see 2 draws next turn. And again, the people saying, oh, just use hand blockers on live stream, but not in the VODs. People were complaining when I was doing the equivalent of that. They were like, no, I want to see what your hand is this second. Tune table? Oh, yes, we got the tune table. Well, if we activate Reasoning, he has a 1 in 3 chance of calling it correctly, no matter what he calls. And to the people saying, oh, if they stream snipe you, I'll report them to DB. DB doesn't do anything about it. It's not against their rules. Dueling Book doesn't have a rule that people aren't allowed to stream snipe you. If you tell them that, they will not care. And it is also very difficult to prove. You would literally need to go to them, explain all of the complexities of the format, and how, hey, if they do these sequence of plays in this situation, it's like, I'm not even gonna, like, explain why it wouldn't work, because it's so obvious that it wouldn't work, that, like, I don't even want to, like, elaborate, you know? Well, let's see. What is our plan here? Like, what is our actual plan? I think we'll just say go. Like, I don't think he's gonna deal with this monster. And then we can end phase goats and just start launching things with Toon Cannon. And by the way, even, like, using hand blockers isn't perfect here. Because, like, since it shows the stats of the monster, like, in this spot, if I had hand blockers, my opponent could see that I have a Toon Cannon set. So, unfortunately, there's, like, not really a perfect solution. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, we're just gonna lose now, because, like, our opponent had Morphing Jar for our True Nades. Alright, we're just gonna have to hope to win games 2 and 3, I guess. I don't know, unless I just get exceptionally lucky here. Okay, sure. Yeah, drew all 3 goats. I mean, we have Jinzo. I'm not sure why he attacked. What did he think it was? Maybe there is some way we can win. Like, if we... Yeah, I know what Wave does. What I'm actually worried about is, like, I don't know if he plays Just Desserts. This feels like more like a stall build that maybe isn't... It might not be playing Just Desserts. I'm not saying I know, like, 100%. But, like, it might not be playing Just Desserts. Oh, forgot to end phase goats. God damn it. Yeah, I fucked this up. Somehow I forgot to end phase goats. Alright, we'll just say go. We're probably just gonna lose. I don't understand what this guy's thinking about. Like, either you have an out to my stuff or you don't. And even with his traps turned off, it's like he doesn't really have to do much. Yeah, I mean, it's just like a stall burn deck. It's... You know, is it the build I would play? Yeah, probably not, but, you know, it is what it is. I definitely, even with this Jinzo in play, I still think we're gonna lose. I mean, we can, again, it's one of those things where we could top deck something really good. I actually don't know what this is supposed to do. Alright, we're just probably gonna lose now, because he just had double jar, and now he can't even activate goats. Because, well, we probably won't be able to activate goats. Okay, he's playing Royal Decree, apparently. Yeah, I don't know, like, what... I guess this is just some sort of, like, weird lockdown deck. I don't even know, like, what else to call it. How do you show, like, the keep going thing? If someone in chat knows how to do that, let me know. Because I've seen my opponents do it, where it, like, shows a little thing that says keep going. But, like, I just don't know how to do it. Well, let me see how many... Okay, I have one Monster Gate target left in my deck, which is Demock. I don't know, I think this is winnable. I think unless he just, like, burns me out for 3,000 here, I think this is winnable. He did not... Okay. Yeah, and I can't activate goats here because of Cyberjar. Again, I've had people stream sniping me without chatters messaging my opponent. Again. And also realize, if someone wanted to message my opponent, it would take them 2 minutes to figure out who my opponent is, even if they hide the name. All you have to do is go into Watchers and find my username and go watch my match. And even if you don't know my username, you can just look at the matches and see which one matched the stream. Like, again, the fact that I have to explain this to people... The fact that I have to explain this to people... This isn't rocket science. Even if they didn't know my name. Even if they didn't know my name, it would take them 2 seconds to figure it out. It would take them, like, 2 seconds to figure it out. Now, against a burn deck, it's weird. I would normally side Decree, but he's playing Decree himself, which is really strange. So I think we're just not siding in Decree here. Yeah, I don't think Necro Valley is going to be a big issue, actually. Because we're going to have so many outs to it post-side. I'm just thinking what to side out here. I mean, if our opponent plays Decree, I guess we should maybe side out some of our jars. And he also plays Necro Valley. Alright, I'm going to just try this. And the other issue with playing on multiple names is people keep saying, oh, I want you to get to higher rating so that you play better people. Okay, well, if I'm switching my username all the time, how am I ever supposed to get a higher rating? It's like, people will just, like, twist themselves into a pretzel to be like, oh no, here's how you can prevent people from stream sniping, you know, in some other magical way. And it's like, no, you can't. There are 2 ways to counter stream sniping. Blocking your hand and delay. That's it. I already did show an example of people stream sniping me, and then everyone in chat said, oh, you're an idiot. Why don't you cover your hand? Again, it's like, I swear to fucking God. It's like, I feel like I'm talking to 8-year-olds, where I'm trying to explain, like, a simple concept, and everyone's like, I don't understand. Again, I've showed examples on stream of people stream sniping me. Don't know what to tell you. Like, it is what it is. I mean, I don't have an issue with the backseat driving. I'm fine, and sometimes chat has helped me make better plays. So I actually appreciate that. Like, oh, you did X here, or you're thinking about doing X. I think you should do Y. All right, he called Heavy Storm again. And then that one called Trunade. I plan on just using Heavy Storm here, so that's why I'm end phasing the goats. Oh, we top deck Monster Gate, which made it even better. Alright, I guess he's thinking about Solemn. Yeah, I don't know why he used that meta on that turn. It didn't make any sense to me either. Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna gate here. Hold on. Sorry, I just want to close Telegram so you guys can't see what my wife is messaging me. Okay. I didn't know I was signed into Telegram on my computer. And my opponent just called me a virgin in chat. Oh no, you don't have a wife. Yu-Gi-Oh players are so silly. Okay. Yeah, we'll just get rid of everything. How is it that I went card destruction, discarded 4 bricks, and then drew 4 bricks? Like, that's literally what happens. Because the reasoning doesn't do anything, because my deck is all level 4, so he'll just call level 4. Yeah, and now it's like, I just have a bunch of garbage. Yeah, it's like he opened Prohibition, Prohibition, Curse Seal, and MST, and there's just not much I can really do about it. Who knows? It's like, maybe I should have even dropped, like, Sork, like, turn 1, just for the Necro Valley, but it's like, the odds of him having Prohibition, Prohibition, Curse Seal is, like, so ridiculously low. Alright, yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna lose because, like, I just have all bricks, and there's nothing I can really do about it. I mean, Vortex is technically a real card, I guess, but... But yeah, thanks for telling me how to do the keep going thing. What is it? It takes 6. Yeah, ironically enough, I don't think the wave is even gonna matter. Yeah, and it's like, I card destruction, draw all of my reasoning gate targets, and then just draw a bunch of reasoning gates. It's, yeah, it's very frustrating. I mean, I guess there's some chance my opponent has, like, a bunch of bricks, too. Like, Toon Cannon's gonna do, like, 25 at some point. I mean, so we just need to deal, like, 2,900 more damage, which is... I don't know. I mean, it's possible. I still have, like, 2 Dimension Fusions left in my deck. The problem is, like, I can't get heavy Churnade or MST, because all of those don't work. Well, actually, Demox Effect doesn't even work. Yeah, I mean, unless my opponent has, like, all bricks here, it's gonna be tough to win. Okay, apparently we're just doing that. And I just draw another brick again. Is there even a reason to set call? I milled my Raigeki break too, which would be like the one out to this board. Yeah, I don't think there's like any reason to set call here, right? Do I have third goats in my deck? No, the other goats is in my grave. Yeah, my hand is literally every single card is a brick. Every single card is a brick. And I reminded him to put a counter on the library, because it works when I activate spells, too. I mean, I literally think I have 0 outs, right? Because Raigeki Break is gone. MST is gone. I have no way to put monsters in play. Oh no, I guess if I draw BLS... If I... No, I can't even draw BLS. BLS is already in my grave. Yeah, I have 0 outs to this. I literally have 0 outs. I'm just gonna save time. Yeah, I have 0 outs to this board. I mean, I guess I could top deck Sork into Dimension Fusion. Yeah, I could have top decked exactly Sork into Dimension Fusion and then launched all my guys. But I wasn't drawing those anyways. Yeah, we're just gonna rematch this guy. Gishki was legal in 2 formats, guys. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. I have double reasoning, double gate, and a pre. Yeah, he called 4, which I don't know. You could call 4, you could call 8. Either one is fine. He called 4 again, which is, to me, extremely silly. Well, I don't know. I guess not. But yeah, if we just get democked, the game's over. So I have double gate. I think we would prefer to get the crane and then the demock. Making sure he doesn't have curse seal. I have no targets left. I guess Trunade is our only way to out this board, right? We could get Dimension Fusion, though. We could get Dimension Fusion, Tribute for Demok, and then Dimension Fusion it back. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, this does mean we can't call as long as Jinzo's in play. But, like, it is what it is. My opponent's acting like... Oh my god. My opponent is being, like, absolutely toxic in the chat. Gishki was legal at YCS Providence, guys. Just so you know. I don't know, maybe we do just want Ring just to hit, like, Stealth Bird. And just do some extra damage. I mean, we definitely want to, like, side out some stuff that gets hit by Necro Valley, I think. I wouldn't even hate just, like, having Duo. I think Duo isn't terrible here. Even, like, Torrential wouldn't be awful. So I think we want to side out those cards. I'm just thinking, like, which three am I bringing in? Like, we obviously want Raigeki Break MST. We know we want those for sure. Going first, I think Duo is actually pretty decent. Because, like, he plays stuff like Curse Seal. Like, if we open Duo, like, he plays Burn, but it's, like, not really a Burn deck. I don't know. It's... like, it's close. Even, like, Snatch Steal, do we want that? I think we want Vortex, because we did see Goats. I think we want Snatch Steal. Well, I don't know. It's tough. I don't know. We'll try this. We'll try this. I think, like, going second, I want Snatch Steal over Duo. But I think going first, we want, like, Duo over Snatch. I mean, my favorite GOAT deck is Library FTK. The problem is I can't stream it because all my opponents will just quit. Like, I'll just summon a Royal Magical Library, activate 3 spells, and they just quit. So it's not really a very good deck to stream. I mean, they don't always quit. I'd say, like, they quit maybe, like, half the time, if we're just speaking, like, on average. Like, if we're just talking, like, purely average, I'd say about half the time. I don't want to Graceful yet, because, like, I don't want our opponent to, like, call the reasoning better, if that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, Gishki is, in REDU format, I would say Gishki is either tier 1 or tier 0, depending on your perspective. Because it's basically like a wind-up deck that combos more consistently, right? Because, like, the wind-up combo is like, hey, I just make a Shockmaster turn 1 and kill you. Whereas the Gishki combo is like, I actually just kill you turn 1, and it happens more often than wind-ups make Shockmaster. Yeah, Lava Golem's okay in this matchup, I guess. It's not the best card, it's not the worst card. I have no idea what Mind Control is doing. I mean, I know he mains Mind Control, but that's like an obvious side-out card. Oh, well, he hit, like, the best card in our hands. Well, I guess Graceful is the best card in our hand. He hit the second best card in our hand. Well, I hope he called, well, he called heavy. It's not True Nade. I might just say go for a while. Yeah, I'll just say go. We'll see what he does. We'll see what he does next turn. I probably won't say go again, especially now that I have the gate. Now that I have the gate to kind of confirm that I have a combo hand, it gets a little bit better. So if we activate Reasoning, he's definitely going to call 4. So we have 3 targets in our deck. We're going to get 2 of them. Uh, it's like if I activate. I guess I'll just gate first. I normally like to reasoning before gate, but I think this is one of like the rare circumstances where gate first can be okay. This wasn't what I wanted. I was hoping I'd get one of the level 4s. Oh, okay, now he just loses. Because we just go MST the Prohibition, activate heavy, game's over. And I actually just get rid of the Vortex too. Yeah, we just go MST, heavy, summon Toon Cannon, pop. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Does he play meta? Does he play meta? I actually kind of forgot. Problem is if he goes Necro Valley, I can't drop Sork. But if he plays meta, then he just, like, runs over my entire board. I don't know. I mean, I guess we're just gonna... I think he plays meta, but we just have to take the chance that he doesn't have it. Yeah, I wish he either didn't have goats or he had some way to out all the goats. I mean, it definitely feels like his deck has more Necro Valleys than metas. So I feel like playing the Sork is probably like the best play on average. Probably should have put the Sork in defense just in case he did have meta. Okay, he did have the Necro Valley. So we can just attack both these goats, and then if we want, we can even launch our Lava Golem. Okay, that's fine. Wow, of course now I top deck Duo. I swear, it's just Brick City. If I were him, I actually don't understand why he didn't just get rid of the Toon Cannon. If he just got rid of the Toon Cannon instead of, like, Jinzo, then I feel like he probably just wins, right? I guess we'll just go, like, Demock heavy. Oh no, we can't, we actually can't use Demock's effect here. If we Dimension Fusion. Let me think, how many outs? We have Heavy's gone, MST is gone. We've used 0 Trunades, though. And Trunade plus Duo is kind of a funny combo. I think we probably just save the Dimension Fusion. 2 Lava Golems are gone. I doubt he plays 3. 3 lava golems would be kind of wild. It is possible. Yeah, I think I'll, like, kind of leave the goat here, just in case, like, he gets rid of our Toon Cannon, and then I can Monster Gate the goat. Or if he, like, top decks a meta here, and just goes, like, meta, take your Toon Cannon, attack the goat, then I don't take 14. True Nade Duo is such a hilarious combo. Alright, I'm glad we waited on the Dimension Fusion. Is there any way he's, like, ever dead here somehow? Yeah, I mean, Red Eye's... yeah, REDU format, in my opinion, is, like, one of the worst formats in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. It's not, like, the worst, don't get me wrong, I could definitely name worse formats. But it is, like, one of the worst formats in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. Man, I wish I had, like, a pre in my grave or something, I don't know. Now it's like I'm just trying to figure out, like, do we just want to Vortex and go for maximum damage? In this case, maximum damage is like 14. Put him at 39. Or we can just get Gate, or we can get Graceful. Maybe just, like, Graceful. I feel like the odds of Graceful drawing us into something good are, like, pretty high. This could be a Morphing Jar. So this is going to be kind of crazy, but I'm going to set everything before I attack into it. Okay, it's Cyber Jar. Maybe I should have launched with Toon Cannon first. Yeah, I mean, the jars were very good. I mean, there wasn't any way I was going to kill him, so it's like... And obviously, if I had Vortex there, the Vortex would have just been wasted. So what did he banish? Oh, sorry. So we got a Stealth Bird. Uh, Agents do not hard counter Gishki at all. I mean, if you're playing agents with like the full amount of counters, like if you're playing like 3 Thunder King, 3 Herald of Orange Light, like okay, matchup's pretty good then. But like the standard build of agents does not hard counter Gishki. Alright, so he's got Stealth Bird, Library. So he's got Stealth Bird, Library, Prohibition, Messenger, Necro Valley. So if we get back Heavy, then the Prohibition can name True Nade or Heavy, but not both. Yeah, the Cyber Jar was good. I mean, we could try to ring our own guy for a draw at some point, but I don't think we're about that life. I mean, we know every single card in our opponent's hand, other than the card that he just drew. Every single other card we know, and we have outs to it. And I don't think we're gonna like end phase Jar. Yeah, we're definitely not. I mean, there's no reason to ever end phase Jar Agreed here. We kind of have to see what we top deck. Our top deck possibilities. I swear, it's like our opponent got so goddamn lucky in every single game. Like, we basically just have him dead to rights. Right? Because we have True Nade and Heavy, and he can't call both. The only burn card that he can top deck to kill us is Ring. Because it's not like he plays Just Desserts and Secret Barrel. So he is basically in a situation there where he basically has to top deck Ring, or I don't know if he plays Snatch. We didn't see a Snatch, but he might play it. There might be like one other card that he can draw, like maybe Snatch. I don't know. But we basically had him dead to rights there in any situation other than the situation where, like, he top decks Ring. And we even played it perfectly, too, because, like, people in chat are saying, oh, you should have Vortexed the field. No, if we had Vortexed the field, there was, like, no way we could win that game. No, I drew with Crane. You're probably a little behind. I drew with Crane. And it's like, honestly, I do feel like we're supposed to be winning that matchup a very, very large percentage of the time. Like, burn in general, any burn deck, whether it's Drain Burn or Panda Burn, is probably this deck's best matchup. I mean, there might be a couple of burn builds that are tough, but, like, in general, burn is the deck's best matchup. And yeah, this is like a pretty garbage hand. It's funny, this is one of these bad hands where it's like, you might think, oh, if we have a bad hand, it would be nice to have card destruction. But then it's like, if we card destruction, we discard all our chaos monsters. So it's gonna be tough to get out of this hand. I mean, we'll see what happens with, like, the reasoning. We'll see what our next draw is. I guess this is... I don't know, this could be anything. I mean, I guess most likely it's goat control. But it doesn't have to be goat control. Visor Shock wouldn't even help us there. All of his stuff is face up. Visor Shock only returns face down cards. Face down cards aren't the issue. Yeah, I mean, it seems like, I don't know, could be goat control, could be some sort of chaos deck. Our opponent already normal summoned. Top decking like a monster gate would be really, really nice here. I really did not want Jargreed. Like, I don't think we want to be truenating yet. We'll just do this. I kind of hope he calls 4. Oh, he called 6. 6 seems like a really weird level to call. I mean, obviously he's saying I have a really important trap set, but... we'll just go to battle phase. If he wants to, like, Raigeki break my crane or something, it's, you know, it's whatever. I don't know, this isn't a horrible start. This is not, like, a horrible start. And then I think I'll just, like, play Toon Cannon, launch my 2 guys. Or launch my 3 guys, I guess. Yeah, I'll just banish Breaker. This game could go either way. I mean, our opponent had, like, the graceful, which was definitely really nice. Oh, man, he hit, like, the freaking Chaos Monster in my hands. Maybe I should have, like, chained Jar. You can definitely chain, like, 1 or 2 Jars here. Is DuelingBook just gonna disconnect me here? I don't know. My opponent's mad that, like, I'm taking too long, but I was like, dude, DuelingBook's lagging. I don't know what to tell you. My opponent is telling me to quit because DuelingBook servers are bad. So what is his face down card? I mean, it's obviously something important. I guess probably, like, mirror, ring. Okay, I don't know why he did that main phase too. And now I draw a Heavy Storm that I can't use. Oh my God. Yeah, now I guess he'll just duo me again. Or Graceful again. Without adding Sinister. Well, I mean, I guess I could still win somehow. He has a Magician of Faith in attack mode. It's not completely out of the question. Alright, I guess he just doesn't want to attack me for game. I swear, I hope to God we can punish him for this, because he's had so many opportunities to just kill me. Oh my God. Alright, well, we're dead. Our hand is all bricks. Yeah, Yugi Kaiba format is, like, unironically one of the worst formats in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. And it's not their fault, right? Like, if you went back to, like, the very first Magic the Gathering format, it would be pretty boring, too. Like, that's just true for any game, right? Like, maybe not any game, but most games. Even, like, the first Pokemon format was, like, not very good, right? Because people were just spamming, like, Bill and Professor Oak. Like, it's not... With any, like, first games format, other than, like, maybe new games today, like, I haven't played, like, Riftbound, so I'm not gonna, like, comment on that. But, like... My point is, like, with any of these older games, they're either very unbalanced, have very boring cards, or both. Like, it's not like I'm, like, mad at Konami. Like, oh man, could you believe that the first Yu-Gi-Oh format was so bad? It's like, yeah, I can believe it, because of course it would be. Like, what do you expect? Most hated format? I don't know. It's hard to, like, say that one is like, oh, this one is just worse than all the others. I mean, Dark Strike Fighter format was pretty bad, but it's like, I don't know if I can confidently say, like, oh yeah, that's the one I hate the most. But Dark Strike Fighter format is definitely up there for sure. I don't know. I don't even know if I should be doing this. But, like, I'm gonna give it a shot. My hand is just really, really bad. I mean, we got Snatch, which is nice, I guess. Snatch is kind of like the saving grace. Okay, and then whatever he gets with the tomato, the Sork banishes it. Okay, I think we played this pretty well. I guess, like, Reincarnation is kind of good, too. Like, hey, if he just, like, outs our whole board, we can Reincarnation for Sork and play it again. This might be one of those, like, weird sort of, hey, we're kind of going for card advantage kind of games. You know what I mean? I don't really think we need to use Heavy Storm yet, either. I don't know, I mean, I guess we just go Sork, banish the Kaiku. And then we just attack for 14. Alright, he's gonna Saku this Toon Cannon. I don't know, I mean, we're up, like, a couple of cards. I don't know, I mean, our hand is... we'll see. We'll see. I mean, if he goes, like, Soul Exchange Thestalos, that would be, like, pretty strong for him. But if he, like, doesn't have that, I'm feeling pretty good. Having Call here is also really nice. I don't know. In case this is, like, a Morphing Jar somehow, I'll just set this. Oh, he has 0 cards? So he's just gonna drop BLS? I mean, yeah, I guess his plan is drop BLS. I can't do anything about it. I wish, I had, like, goats here. You know, to sort of get rid of the BLS. But yeah, BLS is 37. That's not game. Well, you didn't have BLS. Summon Breaker, set back row. I don't know, man. I guess I'm just gonna heavy. As long as he doesn't, like, chain ring. 46. 46 plus 19 is 65. Man, we can hit him for 65. Is it worth it? What if we don't snatch? How much are we hitting for? Yeah, I mean, he's gonna gain 1,000, so, like, snatching is realistically, like, only 900 extra damage. I mean, I don't think he has snatch, right? Like, he doesn't have snatch, because if he had it, he would have used it last turn. Oh, my opponent is also playing, like, 1,000,000,000 cards. I didn't even see that. He's playing 54 cards. All right, well, we'll just do this. No need to banish the breaker. He already has a dark in his grave anyway, so we're not really doing anything by banishing the breaker. I don't know. We'll just say go. I mean, we have 46 in play. He's at 43. Yeah, you can start setting monsters. Drawing the goats is really nice. Makes it a little harder for him to just kill us out of nowhere. And breaker's gone too. I don't know. I mean, I'd say we got a pretty large chance to win. I'd say probably 90% chance for winning this game. Probably more, probably 95%. Do we play around mirror? Or do we just Trunade and gate and just start doing stuff? So let's see. What does gate get us here? Gets us a crane, a demon. Yeah. I think we just go for it. Right? I think we just like Trunade gate. I mean, it might not be game, but like it's going to be very good at any rate. I mean, if we get Demock, you know, we definitely get him. If we get Crane, that's really good too. I don't want Jinzo. I just don't want the Jinzo. I want the Crane or the Demock. Well, we did normal. I mean, I guess we'll just tribute for Jinzo. Right? Is there any reason not to? Not really. In case this is like a Reaper or Tomato, we're gonna have Jinzo attack first. I mean, I guess since he got back heavy, there's not really any point in setting goats because he can just heavy and get rid of it immediately. Yeah, I mean, we could be dead to like BLS Snatch. BLS Snatch would definitely be very strong. You know, heavy BL. Yeah, there's no point in setting goats here. Yeah, I mean, I think most of the formats after Yugi Kaiba are just better formats because they have a larger card pool. Like, even the format right before Invasion of Chaos comes out, I think is honestly, like, a pretty good format, right? Like, what's wrong with, like, the format right before Invasion of Chaos came out, right? So you've got no BLS, but you've got Vampire Lord. I think I'll just do this. I mean, I think we want to be pushing for game here, but we don't want to, like, play straight into a Mirror Force either. So doing this, it sets up for, like, I don't know. I don't know what it sets up for. Basically, I'm just gonna... Oh, whoops. We're gonna banish this guy, and then we're gonna swing for game. If he has Mirror Force, well, we still got a Sork. Okay. And his hand is heavy and nothing else. Okay, well, have fun with your Heavy Storm. How did I have... I don't know, maybe I did miss game. Oh, we can reincarnation for Toon? I guess I didn't see that. Alright, well, good to know. Yeah, I still don't really think we need to side anything. I don't know, I mean, I'm not sure if I need, like, 3 Trunades. Like, this deck doesn't seem like it sets a lot of back row. Yeah, see, this is the problem with having a delay, because I'm trying to think back to what the situation was. I don't remember what happened 6 minutes ago, right? So it's like, if I missed game, I just kind of have to take your word for it. You know, maybe I did. Certainly possible. I've done it before, and I could possibly do it again. But yeah, I actually feel like MST is better than, like, Trunade in these kinds of matchups. Maybe not. Let's see, he plays Kaiku. We saw Kaiku. That's pretty important to know. Maybe like a torrential. Maybe like a torrential. You know, just a little something, you know. I mean, we could bring in, like, Mirror or Ring, too. I mean... Yeah, let's try just one torrential. Maybe I sided wrong. I mean, if we're calling the format before Invasion of Chaos Vampire format, I think that would probably be the best DM era format. I mean, you have, like, a lot of staples that you have to play, which for some people is kind of icky. But probably that. So I think we want a Graceful first, try to draw into Toon Cannon. Or not Toon Cannon, draw into, like, Toon Table to thin our deck out. Before we Monster Gate. Yeah, I was really, like, not hoping to draw that. I had, like, 1 Crane in my deck, and, like, a bunch of Toon Cannons. Maybe we should have, like, Jar Greed before doing all this. Like, I probably should have gone Jar before Graceful. Yeah, that was actually a misplay. But what we can do now... If I were him, I probably would have Solemned the Graceful, or at least, I at least would have considered it. But what we can do now is we can gate for 2 monsters, Monster Reincarnation for Demok, Tribute for Demok, get back Dimension Fusion, drop Chaos Sork, and then Dimension Fusion all of our guys back. I think that's just kind of what we have to do here. Because, like, I just don't really see another play. We do run into trouble if we just mill our whole deck. But we have about a 90% chance of having at least 1 card in our deck, give or take. I don't know. It might be something different, but it's in the ballpark of 90. Because the problem here is that we want to have at least 1 card that we can draw. Because we're going to Dimension Fusion our Crane back. Okay, well now we lose. Because, like, the plan was to Dimension Fusion a Crane back, and now I can't, so I just lose. I mean, it's very unfortunate, but it is what it is. Who knows? Maybe I could just still find a way to win here somehow. Does, like, Reincarnation for BLS do anything? We can go, hold on, let me think. The problem is, like, our opponent plays so many, like, Spies and Tomatoes that that's almost guaranteed to not work. But maybe it's our best chance of winning. Let me think. Is it game if his 2 monsters are like double Magician of Faith? Something silly like that. So we go hit for 54. Oh no, we can't. Can we drop to... Okay, we can drop double Chaos Monster. We hit for 54. And then Toon Cannon launches for 74, so that's not game. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we can win now. BLS, though, is definitely not game. Yeah, I mean, either way, we can only put 1 more monster in play. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do. Yeah, we just can't win. It's GG. Yeah, I mean, like, having the last gate target be the last card in the deck kind of screwed us. We've been getting, like, horribly unlucky today. Because, you know, again, we want to defusion the Crane back, draw a card, keep comboing, but we can't do it. Keep in mind, though, last 2 streams, I did win, like, almost every game in the last 2 streams. So it's like, you know, shoe's got to be on the other foot at some point, I suppose. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know, it might just be sort of like my impression or my bad memory or whatever. But I feel like we've been in like a lot of situations where it's like, oh, if this card isn't in this position in the deck, we win. And then like it's always the bad thing. Or it seems like it's the bad thing a lot. Even today, like a lot of my opponents have just been calling reasonings correctly. I mean, that match, I don't even think we activated very many reasonings. This hand's okay. I mean, it gets a lot better once we like draw into like a scapegoat or a tune cannon, tune table, whatever. Oh, okay. I guess we're just dead. Great, awesome. Okay. Yep. GG. I wish there's something I could do about that, but apparently not. I mean, my opponent probably plays like some number of pandas. How many pandas do the cat decks normally play? Is it still 3? Do they play like 3 pandas? We don't know which build this is. Is it like the Earth Aggro build, or is it like the Burn build? I don't know if I like calling this matchup either, if I'm being honest. Because like the deck kind of plays like a lot of like True Nade heavy. I don't know. Call is okay, I guess. Yeah, let's try this. I mean, call for Jinzo can be really good, of course, but oh, we just gonna die again? Are we actually just gonna be dead again? I'll be like fairly upset if we just get FTK'd twice. All right. Well, I think we have pretty good follow-up. So we'll True Nade first, see how he responds. I mean, we could try to do like pre-True Nade combos, but I don't think that's necessary. I don't think that's what we're going for. So we take 10, 2000. It's funny because Des Wombat actually stopped him from taking damage to Toon Cannon Soldier. I know that's like really random, but it's something we have to keep in mind. It's something we have to keep in mind. I mean, we still might want to launch stuff anyway, just to like kind of you know, just to what's the word? You know, clear our board. But I think there's a decent chance he's dead because we have BLS. And like having the pre in hand is a really nice card. Oh, he called 5. Okay, well I have 0 level 5s in my deck. What is he even scared of that's a 5? Like, is he worried about Air Knight? Like, why would you care about Air Knight? Um... Yeah, we'll gate the token. Because if we need the light in our grave, we can always tune cannon launch. So, like, that's not really much of an issue. Okay, well, now he is, like, dead as hell, as the saying goes. I'm thinking, like, if we just get back gate, is that enough? So let's see, our deck has Jinzo and a Crane. And... yeah, is that enough? I think it is, because he's going to be taking 44 off the BLS. Plus, yeah, the gate is enough. We don't need to get tricky here. The gate is enough. So we're going into game 3. Our opponent gets to go first. And he's playing the burn build, right? It's good to know that he's playing the burn build, because now that allows us to side accordingly. Going second, I don't think I like MST. Decree is weird, because it's like, do we want to side in Decree and Threatening Roar? Is that like a thing that we want to be doing? And I don't even know if I like Token Thanksgiving, because it's weird, because it's like, I can side in Token Thanksgiving, but then I'm also siding out my goats, so it's like, how likely am I to even, like, get that off? I don't know, maybe, like, one Decree. Also, like, Vortex doesn't seem very strong, right? Like, what are we Vortexing in this deck? Okay, I read your comment, Team Soul Intent. Yeah, Toon Cannon, I've been impressed with it. Toon Cannon, it's been better than I thought it would be. I think I actually do want to shotgun these reasonings and just, like, play a bunch of monsters and attack with things. Oh, he called 6. Well, he's got a 1 out of 4 chance of getting it correct. See, like, what you could do here is if you have chainable traps, like, I don't know, Secret Barrel, you could just, like, chain your traps to reasoning and then call something else. Alright, well, now that we got DMOC, I feel like we're in a pretty good position. I mean, I assume if we activate another reasoning, he'll probably just call 6 again, right? Like, he'll probably just call 6 again, I would think. I don't know. I'll just get Pot Agreed, I think. Alright, he called 6 again, so he's got a 1 out of 3 chance. Yeah, maybe get Toon Cannon, which, yeah, doesn't really do a whole lot. Although, like, if we, I don't know, like, Pot of Greed into, like, Heavy and Heo Geometry as us, then we can, like, launch the stuff. I don't know, this Toon Cannon might actually do some work. And now this Pot of Greed will probably draw me into, like, a bunch of Toon tables. No, it didn't. So I could Monster Gate the Toon Cannon, but it's like I kind of want to keep it around. I think we haven't normal summoned. So I think we just, like, set Crane. And then we Monster Gate the Crane. And then if we get Jinzo, like, he is definitely dead here. He is definitely dead if we just get a Jinzo. $50-50 chance to get a Jinzo or a Crane. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Alright, well, we can only play one Chaos Monster. So, I think we all know which one it's gonna be. The guy just called me a fucking luck sack and quit. This is the guy who FTK'd me on game 1. See, this is, like, what's insane to me. My opponent is playing a combo deck and is mad that I'm playing a combo deck. Now, I'm sure if he was here to defend himself, he'd say, oh no, mine's totally different. Mine is the skillful combo deck. Yours is the lucky combo deck. It's totally different. But yeah, he's gonna make me sit here for you know, a full minute, I guess. Obviously we won. I'm gonna go ahead and update the scoreboard. Yeah, Rescue Cat, I don't think it's as good of a matchup as Panda Burn is. Oh no, this build is definitely better, Traverse. Travaus, whatever your name is. This build is definitely better. I don't really like Duo against, like, a Rescue Cat deck, because Rescue Cat plays, like, a lot of bricks. So it's, like, the problem with going Duo against, like, a Rescue Cat deck is they just always have 2 cards that they can afford to get rid of. So it's, like, you have to be lucky and, like, hope that your Duo hits the Rescue Cat, or, like, hope that the Duo hits the one last will. Yeah, I don't think Duo is good against Rescue Cat specifically. Because, like, they just discard, like, their Death Wombat to your Duo and they don't really care. Like, obviously, if you're playing, like, a normal deck, like, Duo's fine, but, like, it's not really what we want. Sometimes what can happen, it's pretty rare, but occasionally you can have these games where you, like, Duo your opponent, turn 1, and then, like, Monster Gate or Reasoning into a Demock, and then double Duo them. That can be pretty sick, but, like, that obviously is extremely, extremely rare. And it's funny, I actually think if I had to name, like, the single most overrated card in GOAT format right now, it might actually be Trap Death Shoot. It's not that it's a bad card, it's a good card, but everyone thinks it's way better than it actually is. Yeah, I mean, Duo is for, like, combo decks like the Mirror, or Library FTK, or Empty Jar, something like that. I definitely do not think we want Duo against, like, a Rescue Cat deck. Alright, so we went Pot Agreed, set monster, say go. You know, this set monster could be a Magician of Faith. If it is, though, it's not really the end of the world. You know, Pot Faith is manageable. Alright, we'll see what he does. We'll see what he does. Okay, set. Probably set another one so he doesn't have to end phase discard. I'll just take the 3. Yeah, this is one of those games where our opponent's going to be, you know, he's going to have a lot of cards, but, you know, we can try to just combo him to death. Okay, end phase discarded Sinister. I will say our opponent being at 10,000 is going to make this a bit harder. It is going to make it a bit tougher. It's like we play double Upstart in Reasoning Gate, but we usually don't want to activate both, right? Like, we usually hope that we'll, like, draw one and then mill, like, the second one off the Reasoning or something. I'd say this seems like a Chaos deck, but he still hasn't discarded Thunder Dragon. Yeah, you should always attack with the highest attack monster first, by the way. I don't know, I think next turn we've just got to try to, like, combo off. So the reason why you attack with the highest attack monster first here is because if you attack with Dekochi first, I'll either take more damage or have fewer goats. Alright, I think the plan here is basically... I think the plan here is go Reasoning Monster Gate, hope we get lucky. Not the best plan, but it is a plan. Our opponent does have a bunch of monsters in attack position. So is he gonna call 4 or 8? Or is he gonna call something weird like 2? Okay, he called 7. Which is... I mean, even if you think you're up against the machine build, you don't want to call 7. Ugh. Oh, this is gross. So I'm thinking, do we need to gate the crane to, like, put a light in our grave? We probably do. Yeah, like, we probably do. If we get, like, Toon Cannon here, I think we just kind of, like, lose no matter what. I don't know. We'll see. If we get Demock here, this game is definitely winnable. Yeah, I think I'll just swing for 21. I want to keep this goats in my hands just because, like, I have stuff in my hand that requires a discard. How does Toon Cannon work in this build? Just watch the games. I don't know what to tell you. The Toon tables thin out your deck. The Toon Cannon launches stuff for damage. I think it's pretty straightforward. If he banishes my Jinzo with like a Chaos Monster, that could be a problem. We only have like one Toon Table left in our deck. Milling like double Toon Table is kind of icky. Alright, well, he called his Time Wizard right and killed my whole board. Oh, wait, it's if you... Oh, wait. Sorry, I just misread the card. $24, $29. Alright, so we already normal summons. Yeah, it's like... My opponent in chat was like, yeah, I just wasn't gonna remind you that my entire board dies, but then I just remind him for his Sangan. I wish I could, like, build up some karma by, like, reminding my opponent to resolve their effects, but apparently that's just not how it works. Let me think. Is there anything that we're just, like, flat out dead to? I mean, I guess, like, Tribe would be really gross. But... I don't know, I think we just have to hope he doesn't have Tribe. I think that's the plan. We're not going to use Call on this turn if we don't have to, because, like, if I top deck a Demock, I want to, like, discard the Demock and call that instead. Alright, so yeah, that was the card he searched with Sangan. I mean, I guess technically I can call Sork, right? I'll just get Crane. Yeah, and I guess let's Trunade here to get the call back. I think we just win no matter what here. Usually attacking with the highest monster first is still better, like, even if they have... Well, it depends on, I guess, what they have in your grave and what your exact board is. I don't understand what's taking my opponent so long to resolve Trunade. Okay, he's calling 8, which makes sense. Yeah, I think he's just dead no matter what. Oh, I forgot this Sork was, like, summoned properly. But he's just gonna be dead either way, I think. I don't know who Amo123 is, and if I'm misgendering him or her, I am sorry. I don't know who this player is. I have no idea. You know, if this is like some known female player that I'm unaware of, my apologies. It's just... language can be annoying, and it's annoying to say, like, he or she, right? Like, oh, I wonder what he or she will do. I wonder what, you know, he or she will do. Like, that's very annoying. So I just say he because it's shorter, right? It's... I had this discussion, I don't know, with someone, like, I don't know, a couple of months ago or whatever. He can be used to refer to someone of unknown gender. So can she, by the way. They're like 4 different standards for how you can refer to someone with unknown gender. One is to say they, the other is to say he or she, the other is to say genderless he, and then the fourth, which is used sometimes in writing, is to alternate between he and she. I've seen that before too. Where it's like often in government, when if we were like writing a paper and we were referring to someone with unknown gender, we would say like he, and then she, and then he, and then she again. And I find that annoying too. To me, like, the way that the English language is structured, the least, like, annoying thing is to just say he, to refer to someone of unknown gender. In Khmer, we don't have gendered pronouns, we have age pronouns. So if I thought the person was older than me, I would refer to them as bong, and if they were younger than me, I would refer to them as own. But obviously on the internet, you have the same problem, right? I don't know if this person is younger or older than me. So, but people don't get upset, right? Like, if you call someone, you know, bong when you're supposed to call them own, like, it's not like people get offended. And usually, to be safe, if you're not sure, it's probably better to say bong. Because people who are older have a higher status in this society. So if you, like, falsely, say that they're older than they actually are, people don't get upset because it's like you're saying they're wise. I could really use like a chaos monster here. Alright, we'll just say go. If my opponent forgot to discard the hand size, I don't think it was a big deal. My opponent had like a bunch of like Sinister Serpents and various things. I don't think it would have affected the game. But I'll keep an eye on it for this game. What is it with like all of my opponents just playing like Morphing Jar and Cyber Jar today? Is Morphing Jar like making a comeback in GOAT format? Is that like a thing? Oh, my opponent's also playing Jinzo? That's something to keep in mind. Jesus Christ, morphing into Duo, that is just disgusting. And of course he gets the BLS. Of course he gets the only card in my hand that I care about. I don't know, I'm just gonna hope to top deck another Chaos Monster. That's my plan. Yeah, morphing into Duo was pretty icky. Well, I hate it, but I think I'm just gonna say go. As long as he, like, doesn't have, like, faith to get back Duo, I think we're fine. Okay, that's fine. Toon Cannon is already in our grave. I mean, that's gonna be kind of important. Okay, he just has Protector of the Sanctuary, I guess. Oh, the Protector is low-key really strong. We need, like, what? A Vortex? I mean, he's probably just gonna call 8. Yeah, I don't think we're winning this game. The Protector just kind of ruined everything. But now we know that he has Morphing Jar and Protector. Technically, this is a combo. But it's very hard combo to get off. Alright, he called 8. So we hope that we get Crane. And then if we get Crane, then we can Monster Gate into DMOC. And then, like, DMOC gets back Vortex, and then we win. Unless this Crane draws me into a DMOC. Okay, actually, it's good that the Protector's here. Because now I don't have to worry about Crane drawing me into a DMOC. Maybe we just get back heavy. Is it ever worth it to just, like, get back heavy and just try to, like, attack over all the things? Basically, it's, but I mean, we can get back Snatch too, I guess. Maybe Snatch is better because then we don't have to discard one of the cards in our hands. Yeah, I think Snatch is better than Vortex. Oh, we don't even have Vortex in our grave, do we? Oh, we don't even have Vortex in our grave. So it's basically between Heavy and Snatch. I don't know. I don't think Heavy... Well, if we Snatch, he can have, like, Raigeki Break. Uh, yeah, I think we'll just get back Heavy. And he still has, like, 2 Thunder Dragons in his hand. Okay, so he gets back Jinzo. Yes. Yeah, I know what Called Jinzo does. I'm playing the exact same thing. I mean, I guess Demok attacks over the Jinzo. Maybe not. I'm thinking if we want to attack... Because obviously if we attack over the Jinzo, it gets banished. It's going to come back with Dimension Fusion at some point. Maybe that's good, though. Because, like, if we're getting back Demok, we can, like, Snatch. It's just a question of do we want to deal more damage? Or, yeah. We're definitely doing this. We don't want the Protector to be banished, because that could kind of mess us up. So... I mean, we don't need the light in our grave, right? We definitely don't need the light in our grave. We can go attack, attack. I don't know. You know what? I think we need to go for more damage. And keeping the Jinzo in place stops him from setting his own traps. So I think the fact that, like, having Jinzo in play kind of makes it easier to, like, not have to worry about, oh, we got to play around Mirror Force, whatever. Yeah, I think that's the play. I think leaving the Jinzo in play is what we want to be doing. Alright, this is fine as long as we're not taking, like, an assload of damage. Okay, 39. 39 is not enough, unfortunately. So I think we want a Graceful before we Upstart, because depending on what we draw, we might not even want to use Upstart. We might not want to give him 1,000. So we're looking to draw either a Chaos Monster or a Monster Reincarnation in our 12-card deck. Alright, and we got there. So we obviously don't need this. Yeah, I think we'll just... so the previous Sork was summoned... Was it summoned properly? No, it was not. Okay. So we're gonna banish, obviously, a Crane. And do we want, like, Toon Cannon or Jinzo? Probably just Jinzo. They're roughly the same amount of damage. So let's see, if we just, like, get back, like, a Heavy Storm or something, is that enough? And we don't have Reincarnation. We also don't have Vortex. But I think if we just go, like, Snatch, take the Jinzo. Jinzo attack into the Warrior Lady, boom. Yeah, I mean, we definitely have gamed through everything except Scapegoat, and we haven't... I mean, he could have sided in Scapegoat. Because these decks do side Scapegoat. But, let me think. Banish this. Attack this. Attack this. Hit directly. 13, 24, 39. Yeah, you know what? I think we just take the Snatch. And... Alright, and then I think we do Upstart here. Because if he doesn't have goats, it's game either way, right? Let me think. Banish this. Banish this, or sorry. You can go banish this. Snatch, attack. Yeah, it's game either way, so we do Upstart here. So yeah, we'll just go battle phase. Okay, so he takes 9. Okay. Yeah, DMOC is incredible. It's definitely a good card. Well, that's why it's like, in general, people don't call 8 on reasoning enough. In my opinion. What time is it? It's 12. Yeah, you're right. I mean, technically, like, you can't resolve call and then chain walk, but I didn't really care. I didn't feel like arguing about it. It was obvious what his intention was. Again, it's not like the game state changed there. Like, you're right that you can't, like, resolve call and then say, oh, and I also want to chain walk. You have to go, hey, I'm activating call, targeting Jinzo, and by the way, I also chain walk. Or you could do it the other way around, right? You could chain walk and then chain call. But yeah, we're only going to play one more match. We're only going to play one more match. My wife kind of wanted me to do something for her. So we're only going to play one more match. I don't know why they cited walk for reasoning. Like, there is another opponent who cited in Mobius against me. Not even just one Mobius. He cited in, like, multiple Mobius. And I was like, why would you side that in against, like, a Reasoning Gate deck, right? But yeah, I didn't even care. I'm like, hey, if you really want to sack your Dakochi for an extra 1,400 or whatever, I'm like, yeah, I just don't care. Alright, hopefully we don't get killed here. Last time I did this, my opponent just went, Rescue Cat last will kill you. Dust Shoot would actually be pretty good here for my opponent. I wonder, it's funny. This is like a super advanced play. Do you ever think it's correct to just go Toon Cannon for Toon... Or sorry, Toon Table for Toon Table for Toon Table, and don't activate the third Toon Table, right away in order to play around Dust Shoot, I actually think you could argue that that's the correct play. Like, obviously, I don't know the matchup, so there's a decent chance my opponent's deck just doesn't even contain Trap Dust Shoot. But, like, I wonder if we asked, like, you know, like, the advanced Reuse Negate players what they would have to say about that. Alright, well, he called 4. So if he gets this wrong, he is probably losing. He's got a 50-50 shot. But it's like I tell you, if the DMOC comes, game is over. And then now he'll call 8, I guess. Okay, yeah. It's fine if we just use our normal summon here, right? I think I want to upstart first. I mean, obviously there's some risk with this, but it's like, I want to see what I get off upstart so that if I monster gate into DMOC, I know what to get off of DMOC. Hopefully that makes sense. No. So we got a 50-50 shot to get DMOC. Alright, we got the DMOC. And then if we just get back Reincarnation for BLS, he's dead, right? Yeah, we just get Reincarnation for BLS. BLS banish the face down. And then that's, yeah, that's GG. Right? Or wait. Okay, yeah, it's GG. It's GG. This is enough, right? 4,000. 4,058. 25 is... Oh, wait, no, I'm short because I upstarted. $4,058. Oh, yeah, I'm short because I upstarted. I think he did the math wrong. Or did I do the math wrong? One of us did the math wrong. Because there we're swinging for 24, 16, 28, 25. Oh, no, I did the math wrong. My bad. I felt like that was game, but then I somehow lost 1,000. I thought it was only 83, but it was 93. I mean, we don't know what the matchup is yet. So I guess we just don't side, right? We didn't see anything. We saw a set monster. I mean, so it could be anything. Could be Chaos, could be Goat Control, could be Panda Burn. It's probably not Warriors. Oh, I like this hand. I like this hand a lot. We got Pot, Goat, Snatch, Reasoning, and Trunade. That is like a nice buffet of cards. Dust shoot me. Dust shoot me. So I think there's like a pretty reasonable chance our opponent could have end phase Raigeki break. If he does, is that a problem? Like, if he end phase Raigeki breaks and hits our goat, is that a problem? Probably not, because we have Snatch. So I think it's fine. This is gonna get hit by like an MST or Raigeki break a lot. Here it actually didn't. If you guys want to know about reasoning calls, just watch the Reasoning Gate deck guide. Like, just go to my channel, search, like, Reasoning Gate deck guide, and you'll see it. Yeah, I'll just not take the damage here. It would suck if he chained Dust Shoot to this Trunade. It would really suck if he chained Dust Shoot to Trunade. Oh, geez, that's not good either. I mean, I guess maybe I should have taken 18 and just had 2 goats in play. Because theoretically, he could have also chained, like, Raigeki Break. So I think you could argue that that's just, like, a misplay on my part. Alright, he's calling 4. Alright, he's got a 3 out of 5 chance. I mean, if we get Demok here, game's over. If we get Crane, the Crane might also draw us into something really good. Let me think. I think I should just push for damage here, right? Just go Tribute for Jinzo, drop BLS, attack for an assload of damage. I mean, this is like one of those spots where it's like we're losing to Snatch and pretty much nothing else. So he's gonna take 6k in total, go down to 2,000. And yeah, I don't think it's horrible. He's got like no light in his grave. If at any point we draw Dimension Fusion, that's really strong. Well, he did top deck the Thunder Dragon to make a Chaos Monster live. And obviously he knows we don't have a Dimension Fusion, because if we did have Dimension Fusion, we would have just killed him last turn. Yeah. I get in these spots a lot, and I don't think there's a lot that I can do about it. I get in these spots where it's like, I'm losing to Snatch and, like, almost nothing else, and it seems like they always have the Snatch. I mean, obviously here, we can just top deck... I mean, we could just top deck, like, a, you know, we could have top decked, like, a Trunade or a Heavy and probably won. I mean, if he has Raigeki Break, he can Raigeki Break kill the BLS. I don't know, I think we just say go. I'm just doing this to make it look like I could have, I don't know, like a Mirror Force or something. I don't know, maybe that's bad. Okay, so he can go Chain Raigeki Break to kill the BLS, but if he doesn't have that, it's game. Oh, or that, I guess. Oh, except I have Vortex anyway, because I'm just a fucking sack. Alright, GG. Oh, does he actually have Karibo? Oh, okay. Alright, well then we're dead to just any monster. Man, siding in goats and Karibo is pretty rough. Man, this guy just sides like 1,000 cards for this matchup. He sided in Karibo, goats, and Kaiku. I don't know if there's much. I think like in this matchup, I like MST better than Trunade. Because we can like end phase hit the goats, end phase hit the Raigeki break, do all that stuff. Um. Is there anything else? I mean, we want to side in something for like Kaiku. Probably not. I mean, Kaiku's good, but it's not like unbeatable. Maybe we should have sided out like card destruction for something. Oh, this hand's pretty good though. I mean, I wish I kind of had like a tune table, but that's like about it, really. Alright, he decided Token Thanksgiving too. Like, why do these people side, like, Token Thanksgiving in their Chaos Turbo deck? I just don't understand. I don't know, my hand is pretty good though, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, well my opponent just calls 4 on every single reasoning, so I think we're doing fine here. Alright, we'll just activate reasoning. Regardless of what he calls, he has a 50-50 chance to get it right. I definitely think he should be calling 8, but knowing him, he'll call 4. Yeah, he called 4 again. Because my opponent doesn't understand that Sacred Crane is not as good of a card as Dark Magician of Chaos. And because even if he calls the 4 correctly here, we can just gate guaranteed into a Demock. So the only way that he stops us from summoning a Demock this turn is if he calls 8 on this reasoning. But since he didn't call it, now the game's just immediately over. Probably just Snatch, right? Yeah, we just Snatch, and then we can drop a Chaos Monster. Yeah, I think we probably have to get back Snatch. I mean, we run into the risk of, like, Crane being, like, the last card in our deck again. We also have the option, so let's see. Yeah, this is actually a very interesting situation, because we can go Card Destruction, get rid of... We can go Card Destruction, draw 4. Like, we can set the Defusion, set the Snatch. We can go Snatch, let's see, Snatch, this is 46. So... minus 46... We gotta do like 76 more. Stream's on delay, person in chat. Yeah, I think we do need to get the crane off the gate in order to have enough damage. But then card destruction could be dead. We haven't normal summoned. You know what? No, I think we can just go, set this, and then go card destruction for 4.